I'm definitely the heifer and you're the hog.
No, I'm the heifer and you're the hog.
Where have you been? Anger Town.
In the desert? No, Anger Town. I've never been to Anger Town.
Me either.
I've been to Frustration Town.
You live there.
I don't really get angry. I just get tired of dropping shit all fucking day. I'm not even trying to be quirky or anything. I fucking drop shit constantly.
What's the last thing you dropped?
I don't know. Whatever I picked up, probably. The same question. What's the last thing I picked up? I probably dropped it. I would like to go a day without dropping something, stubbing my toe, or hitting my head on something.
Ask me what the last thing I dropped was.
What was the last thing you dropped?
That ass to the flow.
I'm going to punch you. I'm going to punch you hard.
I dropped that ass to the flow.
So where have you been?
Here.
Well, how's it been?
I've just been pacing back and forth.
Just like, this is terrible.
Looking out the window like,
yeah, I went to Arizona with my dad, and we went backpacking.
Won't be around for much longer.
Arizona?
Probably not.
I mean, it's just going to get super, super fucking hot. But, you know, there are parts of Arizona that are, like, pretty similar to Colorado, I think, in the north. Like, where I was in Flagstaff, and Sedona is where we went backpacking, and Sedona is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in my whole fucking life. Found out after we already had kind of committed to the backpack, like, we carried our water. My backpack was close to 60 pounds. It was fucking heavy. And
right.
we're about 5 miles in to the trail, and we find out from like another guy who's walking around, not a backpacker, but he's basically like, yeah, you can't camp here.
Really?
There's nowhere around here you can camp. You can go another basically like 3-4 miles up to the top of that plateau, and they're like, you can camp up there. That's the only legal place in this region. And so we were like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, we'll go up there. And then he turned the corner and we're like, we're going to camp right here. And we ended up camping like on the side of a cliff one night in this kind of, in a very visible place, but we weren't sure if it was legal or not. And then the second day we were like, yeah, this is definitely illegal. You think we would have seen some fellow backpackers up here? Usually you do. You see like one or two. So we ended up camping like in the trees, like in a creek basin to try, basically hiding.
Like fugitives.
It felt like being like gorillas.
I don't like breaking the law.
I do. I like breaking stupid laws.
What would happen if you got fined or like caught? What would the
Probably
fine be?
fine.
How much?
Like maybe like probably over $1,000.
And you just hand that right to your dad, though, right?
What, the fine?
Yeah. But here you go. This one's on you.
Oh, my dad would not have let me pay that. Like I would have been like, well, we could split it, or I feel. But my dad was also the guy who planned everything.
I would have been like, here, this is
well, for
anything
sure.
over $100. I'm like, Mom, is there anyone gonna help?
Hello, anyone help me? No, I mean, he felt bad, but also at the same time, it just added a layer of adventure to our little trip, you know?
Adventure
and treachery all at once.
What's the coolest animal you saw?
No animals really at all. It's the desert, so
what's the coolest?
I guess crows. I saw a couple crows.
Any tarantulas?
No tarantulas. No snake. Saw snake tracks for sure, but no snake.
Snake tracks?
Yeah, you can see them slithering through the sand.
No.
Yeah, you can see what it looks like. It's like a little...
Well, glad you had a fucking fun time. I've been sick.
Yeah, dude.
No one cared to even message me about it.
You didn't tell anyone.
That's maybe my fault.
That's the normal way. I think a lot of, especially men in our age group, probably sit there going, "No one cares about me. I'm hurting right now. No one cares about me at all."
I haven't had no one cared for a long time. I've just been sick. No one cares.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, the way you get people to care is you tell them, "I'm not okay."
I'm going to start posting on the internet. Does anyone care about me?
And the truth of the matter is no. No one cares about...
I might actually post that right now.
Do it. Pull out your phone right now and
I'll put it on my notes here. You got to keep talking while
Your notes?
Or what is it called on Instagram now?
Oh,
yeah,
your story. Does anyone care about me? He's doing this live, so
anyone even we got to put even care about. Does anyone even care about me? ? Share. All right. Yesterday, do you know what my note was? I'm writing notes now on Instagram.
Oh, great! Yeah.
Yesterday it was I'm not the one. I think tomorrow I'm gonna write. I had no idea the Bear was filmed in Chicago.
Dude. Yeah, Greg and I started the Bear last night.
We started it, and then I really went in on it. After
you left. Wait, you started watching a lot of it?
Yeah. After I couldn't go to sleep last night because I
have anxiety.
Well, I slept like 16 hours yesterday, so I couldn't sleep.
That's one thing we did on the camping trip. It got to so in the desert, once the sun goes down, the temperature plummets, like 30 fucking degree swing.
Yeah.
It was 60 during the day and like low, just above freezing, maybe below freezing.
That's some desert ass shit right there.
We would go to bed at 6 p.m.
I'm more of a dessert guy. I haven't been on stage in a week.
Me neither, dude. It feels terrible.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
I truly think I'm gonna message an open mic host and be like, "Can I please do your open mic tonight?"
I haven't been able to talk for days.
Your voice has been gone?
If I talked, I would just start like squealing, coughing.
Have you gone to El Doctor?
No.
That's a great idea.
What are they going to tell me?
Yeah, I mean, nothing, honestly.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great.
Yeah, I mean, I have a pretty loose butt hole.
I fucked that.
Because all the farting
I fucked that shit at night.
What the hell?
When you're deep asleep.
This is not cool at all. I don't like that one bit.
And that was bad. I haven't been on stage in a week.
I don't know what my riffs are.
I forgot what riffing is like.
I forgot how to riff,
I just asked the internet if anyone even cares
Does anyone even care about me? I do notice like a certain amount of depression and uselessness leaks into my my self-talk once I don't do stand-up for a while. Because it's my only purpose.
No.
I'm not saying my purpose. I'm saying it's the only thing people can possibly get out of me that's useful. Probably.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have like any real knowledge. You don't have any like real advice. You've never been through anything. You don't have like you're not like a man. You're like in your 30s, but you're very much a boy. Somebody just Felonious Monk just replied, and he said no. Another comedian who has already replied to my
no. Does anyone care about me?
No.
Good friend of the pod, Monk, said no. We should have Monk on the podcast.
I think we should.
That would be fun.
We got to have more guests, and we only had one.
We had one guest, and she just farted into the microphone the whole time.
And we actually banned her.
Yeah, she's banned from the pod. She doesn't know this yet.
And me and her actually started a band.
We're gonna. I hate you, dude.
I'm really gonna be riffing.
Again, I haven't been on stage in over a week.
I've been on stage and I haven't talked to anybody. Who am I gonna talk to?
Me. Could have called me. Could have sent me a text.
When you're gone, I'm very thankful. I'm like, this is good.
You notice that cry ended abruptly in a frown because it felt like a joke, and then I was like, no, it's probably the truth. I mean,
no one's home in the daytime now. It's just me.
Any roommate leaves, it's probably pretty awesome.
I was having the time of my life, just coughing, being like, doesn't anyone care about it?
I'm so sick. This is the time of my fucking life right now.
That's the bottom line.
How often did you fake being sick growing up?
Never.
Yeah.
Because when I get sick for a week straight.
Yeah.
So there was no fooling anybody.
Right.
I don't feel good. They're like, right.
Yeah. I remember, I don't think I faked it ever. I remember going to school one time with Giardia, if you know what
the
that
airport?
Yeah,
LaGuardia?
LaGuardia. It's an airport in Queens, and it's also what happens when you swallow the water with animal fecal matter in it.
Oh.
Basically, if you drink the water in the mountains in Colorado, you will get sick. And I grew up kayaking and like whitewater kayaking and stuff, and I accidentally swallowed a bunch of water, probably doing that, getting my ass kicked by a river, and I had like bubble gut, like my gut was just boiling the whole time.
Oh.
And then here's another fun symptom of giardia: sulfur burps and methane burps.
Yeah, that's great.
Do you know what sulfur and methane
smell like?
Do you know what gas, where that usually is?
Underground.
Well, no, where you have methane in your body,
but
it usually is expelled through the butt.
And then you're pooping it out your mouth.
I was farting out my mouth.
That's good.
Yeah, and I went to school still. And then other times,
Did anyone call you fart breath?
No, I threw up all over the stairs, though. I remember doing that. I remember we were heading down from the upstairs.
Was it poop?
I threw up poop.
like that South
Park episode. Yeah, dude. So I went to school. With giardia. I was like, I gotta go. My crush is there. And then there are other times though that I would have like a small cold. You ever you're like sick and you're like, oh, I shouldn't go do that. I'm not gonna go do that. And then you're sitting at home and you're like, I feel fine.
No,
I could go do that. And then you get up to go do that and you're like, oh God,
I have a mental illness that
I'm so sick.
Once I've decided that I'm gonna be inside, there's no swaying me.
Yeah, I get FOMO. Like I'm sick and I'm sitting there and I'm like,
you know what I get FOMO of?
What?
Being inside.
You're like, I need to get out of here.
If I leave, how am I going to advance my NBA 2K player?
A comedian that I really like has a great joke about that. Erica Rhodes. I opened for her one time, and she's got a great joke about how once you leave their house, the only goal is to get back.
Yep.
Once you're in your house, the only goal is to get out.
No. Not for me.
But you defy those odds.
I'm the one.
The whole point of going out is to go back home, and the whole point of going home is to go back out.
Sure.
That's life.
That's life.
That's what all the people are gay.
I'm going to walk to New York in the streets today, and everybody's feeling fine.
Again, he hasn't been on stage in over a week. He's been in a basically maybe you got cabin fever right now.
I don't know. I've been at work though.
Oh, you've been working?
But I can't riff there. I'll start talking and start yakking. People were being like, oh, Greg can't talk. What a tragedy.
Oh, no. Greg can't talk. This sucks.
And I'm starting to realize I bring nothing to the table conversation-wise.
Do you work tonight?
Yeah.
I'm going to come to your place of work tonight.
And everybody feeling fine. What's the lyrics? That's life. That's what all the people say. All right,
something and swept down in the month of May. And I was I said one of those songs.
Something's gonna change my mind.
It's one of those songs that if it's playing, I know the lyrics. I can sing along. But
maybe that's why he made that song like that.
Yeah, I'm sure that's why.
Listen to it.
You got to listen to this song. As soon as it's out of your brain, you will not remember the lyrics.
Or maybe it's because I only listen to that song once every 2 years.
There's a small weave of wizardry inside of all of the lyrics in which you will forget if the song is not playing, so you must play it. It's going to haunt your brain otherwise.
That's live.
There's nothing worse than having a song stuck in your head and not knowing the lyrics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what's happening to you right now. That's what all the people say. Shot down in June, got up in the month of May.
Went back in time. I'm time traveling now.
Have you ever seen The Looper with Hayden Christensen, baby?
He's in Looper?
Isn't he?
No. Isn't that Bruce Willis and
That was Bruce Willis
James
and Hayden.
Gandolfini?
I thought it was Bruce Willis and Hayden Christensen.
No, it's that guy, Jordan Gordon-Levitt.
No, is it?
Jordan Gordon-Levitt.
Jordan Gordon-Levitt.
Get a better name, Jordan Gordon-Levitt.
I think it's Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yes, it is.
Man, I really wish his name was Jordan Gordon.
Jordan
Gordon-Levitt. What do you know who disappeared off the face of the fucking earth? Who's like going to be the biggest star in the world?
Santa, but he'll be here soon.
No. Santa is not here. Santa works from home now. Ever since the pandemic.
Say who?
Santa went remote.
No. Tell me the celebrity.
Josh Hart, I think was his name. Josh Hartnett, maybe.
Yeah, the guy from
Pearl Harbor. Yeah, dude. He fucked that girl in all those parachutes.
She was hot.
That might have been one of my first boners, to be honest.
I can't believe.
Saw that movie and I was like, whoa, I want to bone a girl in parachutes.
I can't believe Pearl Harbor actually happened. Jordan Horgan lives it.
And Cuba Gooding Jr. came out with all the fucking guns. And he was like,
yeah, he came out.
I'm a chef, baby.
Oh, and he was...
But he's not been doing much. We talked about this on a previous podcast. I looked it up.
Radio?
I looked up what radio did.
We can't talk about radio again.
Radio did bad stuff, buddy. He's a bad fucking guy. We don't like radio. Can't talk about radio. All right, let's move on. Rudy
Gobert.
Kind of a similar thing. Did anyone reply?
No.
Just felonious so far.
Something's wrong with my phone.
Oh, yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, no one calls or texts me all day, and I'm like, phone must be broken.
No, it's definitely
I'm
the fact
usually
that...
way more popular than this.
I'm pretty sure something's up with my phone. That's why the messages aren't rolling in.
Yeah, no, it's weird that your phone is broken because...
Messages, notifications.
So new.
Oh yeah, iPhone 7.
Ah, fuck, dude.
What?
I fucked up. I got a new phone, and I had the same phone as you before, and I kept the case for my old phone to try to give it to you.
Oh yeah, and then what you just?
I think I lost it.
Yeah, you definitely lost it.
Well, definitely.
What's wrong with my case?
It looks bad. What? Hey.
Oh, shit. People are offering me spots. I just got offered.
Does anyone care about me at all? Hey, bud, do you want to do a little spot at the comedy club in a couple weeks? Dude, that's honestly an even better way to get spots than the normal begging that people do.
I truly wrote that note as just a little gag, and I guess as somebody who has struggled with mental illness in the past, maybe I should fucking post that.
I don't think it's a bad thing to post.
Thank you.
Especially if you're truly feeling that way, Greg. I care about you.
Yeah.
I care about you a lot.
You know what's funny about what I just wrote is that
you're my best friend.
I think that too many people care about me.
Oh.
We're trying to eliminate.
Do you want me to not care about you?
You can stay.
All right.
But you got...
Because I wasn't gonna.
You got a short shelf left.
Short shelf left?
I haven't been on stage in a week. That what they say? Your shelf is all fucked up.
Man, I fucking really love stand-up comedy. It makes me sad when I don't do it. Bums me.
They asked me to go up on Saturday. There was 300 people there, and you know what I said?
No.
Why? I can't talk.
Party. Oh, that sucks, dude.
It's okay.
So it was a good weekend for comedy over this last weekend?
It was fine.
I always wonder. I never really do comedy on Thanksgiving weekend.
That's another thing why I don't really care.
Yeah.
Holidays come around, I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's a...
I'm going home for Christmas. People are like, want to come and do the show? No.
Well, you and I are doing a show 3 days before Christmas.
Yeah, but like when I go home, it's like, no.
I'm
going to be on Christmas mode.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't do shows when I'm home for Christmas. I take like 5 days off.
Merry Christmas.
4 to the 29th. And then I'm back. Well, because New Year's Eve is somehow a big stand-up comedy thing.
I know.
How, Sway? Well, I don't get it. Like, I'm thankful because there's a lot of opportunities on that night, and it's great that people want to pay you to do your thing.
Last New Year's at the Laugh Factory,
Did you work there?
I was working actually,
yeah.
And people, we hand out glasses of champagne to every customer.
Oh yeah,
and there were so many left over, and I would go into the room to clean it up, and I was
just drinking champagne.
Yeah, I probably drank 3 bottles of champagne myself. Woke up with the worst sugar hangover of my life.
Yeah, the fucking champagne.
But I was tanked.
Champagne. But it was all worth it.
I was having a great time.
I was tanked.
There's no rules at work if you have to be there and it's New Year's. You can't get in trouble.
I was there with you. I did New Year's Eve at Laugh Factory.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I'm doing it again this year.
When?
This year.
What are you doing?
Laugh Factory.
When?
8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. What are you doing?
I don't know. No one even cares about me, obviously.
Well, Felonious Monk said that's true, and then a booker at one of the local comedy clubs clearly cares about you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's like, "Come to my club that I book."
That's life.
That's why all the people are gay.
Tomorrow my status is probably gonna say
I'm gay.
That's life.
Oh, man.
10 more minutes, dude. We got to figure something out.
Yeah, it's been a... Hey, listen, we're not going to always have, like, fun time, riff time. Both of us are tired.
I'm not tired.
I traveled yesterday, which for some reason always wipes me out the next day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that's about. Not to get too deep, but I think my soul is catching up with me right now.
My soul.
I don't know. Sometimes Chris can be a little bit spiritual. And you know, why is traveling so tiring? I think it's because we're tethered to the place that we are. And then we get in a plane and we leave. And our tether is still there. And our tether has to catch up. You're in Colorado now. And my tether's like, I'm in Nebraska.
I don't get
I'm
tired.
sorry. You don't get tired?
No.
No. You just kind of wake up in a nice medium. I ain't tired, but I'm certainly not awake, really.
I think there's something wrong with me.
Yeah, me too.
As my body's fucking failing in front of
Yeah.
you right now.
I think there's something wrong with me.
I got a demon in me.
I have
You know
a
what
s-
also I have in me? Semen.
I have God damn it. I have a gift for you, actually.
Is it more semen?
Fuck no. No, dude. Nah, dude.
Tell me what the gift is.
A sweatshirt.
What does it say on it?
It's blank.
Oh, actually, yeah, I'll take that.
You need it.
Why? What's wrong with this one?
You've had it for 14 years.
When you find what works.
Hey, listen,
Don't.
you can keep wearing it. I'm just saying, I bought a sweatshirt a few years ago, and it was small for me when I bought it then.
You're giving me a fucking years old sweatshirt?
I've worn it 3 times.
What does it say on it?
It's just a black sweatshirt with
It's black?
It's black with a zipper up the front.
No, I'm out.
You're gonna love it.
If the black, the zipper is silver,
Yeah.
I'm out.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I want it. I only fuck with gold.
I found that out from my
You know what?
girlfriend.
Is it frankincense?
And myrrh. What is going on right now?
I'm so sorry.
But you know what I found out from my girlfriend is that certain people, when they you can't wear a mixture of gold and silver jewelry. You have to pick one.
Why?
I don't know. You it works with your hair and your complexion and your eye color, but what works best on you.
As someone who wears a lot of jewelry.
I wear jewelry.
Oh, you do have a pinky ring on.
A pinky ring, and I guess a watch is jewelry, and I'm wearing a necklace.
Don't believe me,
And
Joe. Why?
I got a new wristband.
I used to wear earrings, and then someone punched me in the ear, and I felt it get ripped a little bit. And then I had a fear of having piercings.
Yeah, it only takes 13 pounds of pressure to rip off a human ear. Did you know that?
No.
I did.
My ears were gauged, and someone yanked it.
How big were your gauges?
Zeros?
Hold up your fingers. Zeros. So that's the smallest?
No. Smallest is like 18.
Wait.
It goes by twos. It's like 18, 16, 14. I think 18 is the standard piercing of a hole.
So zeros are like that big.
It was...
What's the biggest one?
Inches. My friend had like 2 inches.
Oh, they do inches from then?
Yeah.
Is it millimeters?
From 0, it starts going up by inches, I believe.
Inches.
Yeah, my friend had 2. Well, my friends would blow their ears out, and it would rip, because they would go too big, and then they'd either get a soda or they just have 2 dangly.
Dude, the gauging thing is not something I understand.
It was the worst feeling ever.
Really?
You can hear in your ear, you're ripping your skin open. It's like,
Oh,
and it's inside your head because it's right there.
oh, fuck
And I would
my
just-
shit.
I would just be screaming, and my mom's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get
And then
this
she
shit."
comes in and she's like, "You're some kind of freako."
Literally.
Oh, man, I met Greg's parents. We talked about it last pod.
They were lovely.
They are lovely people. Absolutely lovely.
Yeah, so my mom did not want me to have gauges, and then I got punched. I got punched in the ear.
I got one punch.
I got one punch in the ear.
I got one punch to ear.
And then a new fear was unlocked.
New fear unlocked.
And then my ear got so infected.
Oof.
And it was super red and like swollen, and like it was like wrapping around the gauge. And then when I when I took it out, it was just like a stream of pus.
Yeah, fucking hell, dude. That is so goddamn gross.
And it swelled up and closed. Like, it was so bad that, like, as soon as I got the earring out, it was pretty much swollen shut.
Yeah. That probably was a lot of pain. Holy fuck, dude. Ugh, my God. I got a small rip in the back of my ear once from playing rugby, and like had to get a few stitches. But like, actually, I don't even know if they stitched it. I think they just medically glued my ear.
We got
thing.
you.
But man,
my dad's would get hurt, and he would be like, "Come into the garage." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "We're going to super glue it shut."
yeah.
And I'm like, "But Dad, poison."
Well, you can't do real super glue. It has to be medical super glue. Because the real glue, you're like putting toxins right into your blood.
Well, maybe that's why I'm tired all the time.
Because my dad super glued my arteries together.
My dad was crazy.
Your dad still is kind of crazy.
I'd have a loose tooth, and he'd be like, "What? Let me see it." And he'd put his hand on the tooth and yank it out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "But that hurts."
My dad did some crazy shit getting rid of my teeth. He like would tie floss around it and just shut
the door
to do the door shut.
I had that happen once.
Oh, what else did he do?
Because you get tricked, like he would do the string, and then he'd be like, "Here, you have another loose tooth." I'm like, "Here, let's do that." I'm like, "No," and he'd be like, "All right, well, let me just take a look at it." And then he'd yank it out.
Oh yeah.
And then you're like, "Well, now I don't trust you doing that."
My dad was a dentist, and so he at one point convinced me when I was younger. I was like, "You're a dentist," and I think I caught my dad red-handed, like taking the money out from underneath or taking the tooth out from underneath my pillow and putting the money back in.
Right.
And I was like, "Dad, you're the fucking you." And my dad was like, "No, I am the tooth fairy.
I'm the one."
My dad was like, "I'm a dentist. I'm the tooth fairy. This is where I am at night. Tell your mother I'm doing tooth fairy things."
Well, that's pretty cool.
For a while, I thought my dad was straight up the tooth fairy as a young man.
And nothing's gonna change your mind.
What is the dumbest thing that you thought when you were little?
That
Like, what was your reality?
that I was the one. And that the whole world revolved around me.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I thought the days of the week correlated with what it was like outside. I thought when it was windy outside, it was Wednesday.
Oh, that's really stupid.
Yeah.
And your parents are like doctors and shit. So
Yeah.
that's stupid. You're really dumb.
I don't know if I said this on the podcast before, but I thoroughly thought yesterday was a day of the week.
Yesterday, I think you did.
Yeah. Another thing that was really stupid that I thought was that I would be happy.
Oh, oh my God.
Is this the sad episode?
Nothing's gonna change my mind.
I'm fucking sad, and I don't do anything about it.
I wish I could think of something I did when I was a kid, but I can't think of anything.
At least that sentence was
when I was a kid, people
mumbled.
loved me.
No, they didn't.
I was the fastest kid alive. Did you know?
No, there's no chance on that either. One day I think for when we start a Patreon, I think we should just film, like, not even episodes. It should just be shit that we've talked about. Like on a Patreon episode, quote, heavy quotes, will just be you running.
Oh my God.
I'd love to see you at top speed, just what that would look like.
I feel like if I did top speed today, I would rip something.
Probably.
I'd rip a string.
Rip a string?
Hamstring.
One of your strings?
Rip one of the strings in the back of my leg.
I've pulled my hamstring before. I've also pulled my groin before. Pulled muscles really fucking suck because you think they're healed and then you go and you just and then you're like, back to the sidelines for me.
I personally have never been injured, but yeah, that sounds bad.
You've never been injured? Have you ever broken a bone? What bone did you break?
Are you kidding?
Yeah. Oh, your tailbone. You broken your tailbone.
My tailbone.
Yeah.
My ribs.
You broke your ribs. Yeah.
My nose 3 or 4 times.
Uh-huh.
My hand.
Which one?
My right hand. This one.
From doing the punchings?
I punched a brick wall.
Ooh, yeah, that'll do it.
My knee.
You broke your knee?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Fell.
Did you, like, break your patella?
Mm-hmm. Cracked it.
Oh, fuck. Did you have to get surgery?
No, they stitched it up and gave me a brace that kept my knee straight.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wore that for, like, I don't know.
A month or so?
Forever.
Yeah. I've never really broken a
Tailbone.
major bone.
I be getting hurt.
Yeah. I've had many soft tissue issues.
Soft tissue issues.
I've separated my shoulder, dislocated that.
Oh, yeah.
Sucked.
Same.
Yeah.
Forgot about that one. Got tackled.
I broke my nose.
They told me to be a line. They said, go to the line. You're too slow, because I was trying to be a wide receiver. They said, go to the line.
Yeah.
And I was in 7th grade, and I was like, the line, it clearly means be a linebacker. Because surely he doesn't want me to go to the fucking lineman.
Surely I'm not one of those fat guys.
And
I'm not.
Yeah, they lined me up with another guy, and then basically one person had to like catch the ball and try to tackle the other guy, and the guy, his name was Brian Cox.
Oh, the NFL linebacker Brian Cox.
Oh,
Yeah.
but he's a real kid.
Oh, okay.
Anybody from high school listening to this, Brian Cox power bombed me in the 7th grade football team. I landed on the shoulder. Was in an immense amount of pain, but I was so afraid of you guys rejecting me and calling me a pussy that I just stood up and just kind of was like, no, I'm good. And then I raised my arm up and felt it pop back in. And then they're like, do you want to get back in line and do it again? I'm like, I need a quick water break. One quick water break, and then I'll be fine.
Yeah, just 1 second. If you'll just wait there, I'm just going to go get some water. I'll be right back.
Hey, Brian Cox, if you're listening to this,
fuck you.
watch your back, playboy, because your ass
Is an ass.
is it.